What's going on, everyone? Cameron Blades here, welcoming you to AABL Week 6. I am the coach of the San Antonio Salandits, and today we are taking on Arctic Wolf, coach of the Oklahoma Thundurus. He is 1-4. We are 3-2 at the moment. Coming off a bit of a tough loss last week, but we took it. Not much we can really do. It was a really tough battle against Cody. Go check out that battle. Be sure to do all that good stuff. But today we are taking on a powerful team, as you can see. He has a lot of big threats. Before we go over that, be sure to answer the question of the day. And who do you think is going to do the best in the MLB? Because baseball has started up recently. And yeah. The Atlanta fan in me wants to say the Braves are going to go all the way, but the realistic person in me says, yo, Indians got a chance. So there's my answer. Let me know in the comment section below. But to go over the team we are bringing for this week, we're bringing Cyclone, the Tornadus Therian, holding the Assault Vest with max special attack 88, special defense 168, speed, timid nature, Sludge Wave, Hurricane, U-turn, knockoff. Really just a pivot Pokemon, can take a few hits from the Mega Sceptile. That's really all it's there for. Also hits very hard. It can OHKO the Tapu Bulu with Sludge Wave, and it can live one hit. We brought Tusk the Mamoswine this time with Life Orb, Thick Fat, max attack, max speed, Jolly Nature, Ice Shard, Earthquake, Knockoff, Icicle Crash, just some standard stuff here and there. We have Nutcracker the Chestnut holding the leftovers with Bulletproof with max HP, 20 attack, 236 special defense with a Careful Nature with Taunt, Spikes, Drain Punch, Seed Bomb. Mismagius, Blair is coming back with Choice Specs with max special attack, max speed, Timid Nature with Shadow Ball, Trick, Destiny Bond, and Mystical Fire. Kind of a weird set, but Shadow Ball just runs through his team, except for what doesn't get hit by Shadow Ball dies to Mystical Fire. We have Bruce the Hitmonlee holding the Poison EMZ with max attack, max speed, Jolly Nature, Reckless Ability, Poison Jab, Rapid Spin, Blaze Kick, High Jump Kick. Poison EMZ OHKOs the Tapu Bulu if it's max HP, max defense. You know, the standard like sub Leech Seed kind of annoying set. We can OHKO this set, so it's really nice. And even max HP Bulu can actually live a Poison Jab, which is kind of wild. But this is something I feel like he could like set up against, so I wanted to try to throw him off of that. Even though we do bring our Drill this week with max attack, max speed, Jolly Nature, U-turn, Poison Jab, Drill Run, and Toxic Spikes. Toxic Spikes is because we did not have a final move to put on there. We could have put like Swords Dance, but I felt like the Toxic Spikes were very necessary as he does not have any hazard removal. This week I didn't expect him to bring it. To go over the 6 Pokemon he brings. And the 6 he doesn't bring. He brings his Mega Sceptile, as you can see. Very fast Pokemon. Speed types with my Mega Beedrill, outspeeds my entire team. Hits pretty hard, to be honest. Leaf Storm for my team was kind of challenging to swap into. And outside of like the fact that we have a Torrentee with Assault Vest, if he runs like a physical variant with like Rock Slide, we're going to be in a bit of trouble. He brings this Silvally Fire. And interesting how he brings this because I felt like there was a lot more better brings for him to bring, but I guess it is a pretty decent check to our Mega Beedrill, as you can see, he does not have the best of swap-ins to it. He brings his Alolan Raichu. I guess he's predicting my Electric Terrain, try to get in that, but Nasty Paw Raichu under Electric Terrain actually has a chance to sweep me, so I'm not saying I didn't bring Coco just because of the Alolan Raichu. Just Alolan Raichu didn't. I mean, just Coco didn't have the best of matchups in my opinion. I felt like sitting on the bench this week was a really good idea. He brings this Tapu Bulu, as my team has no swap-ins to Tapu Bulu outside of like maybe Dredagon, and Dredagon like gets worn down really quickly. So Chestnut's a pretty alright swap-in. I mean, it can be special, but it's the best we got. He's got a Slowbro. This thing's very physically bulky. Can set up some Calm Minds and just absolutely sweep us. Luckily, our Beedrill can just decimate that thing with a U. I think it does like almost 70% with a U-turn. And then Mismagius comes in and clicks Shadow Ball, assuming he doesn't go for an offensive move. And he brings us Weavile. Weavile is another Pokemon that just 6-0s me. It's probably my favorite Pokemon to use in a League format. Weavile, it is the Pokemon I've used best in League format. I think I've used it in 3 leagues, and altogether it's gone like 29 kills or something like that. So it's something I know very, very well. And yeah, it's kind of a pain for our team to deal with, but nonetheless, it is what it is. Some Pokemon he doesn't bring his Fortress, which is kind of why the Mystical Fire was on the Mismagius, but it is doesn't decide to come for some reason. I'm not going to argue with that because now he can't Hazard Stack us. That's the only really reason we put Rapid Spin on our Hitmonlee, is just because of that. Otherwise I would have like Knockoff or something like that on there, unless I said I had Knockoff. No, I don't have Knockoff. He doesn't bring his Aggron, which actually surprises me because like a Rock Polish Aggron just destroys me with like Rock Head and Head Smash. I don't have any swap into that thing. Like nothing on my team can swap into it. There's not much I can do, but whatever. He doesn't bring his Marowak. Not 100% surprised. I'm not surprised at all, actually, because Marowak just does not have a good matchup. It does set rocks for him, but that's about it. He doesn't bring his Porygon 2, which I'm kind of glad because it is a very, very bulky Pokemon, and it's kind of hard to deal with. He doesn't bring his Mesprit. Mesprit's a very bulky Psychic-type Pokemon that I know very well from AABL. Not AABL, PBA. But he has a Slowbro and a Raichu, so it was kind of redundant for him to bring this week. And he has a Palossand to wrap his team up, which I'm really surprised he doesn't bring, because outside of the Sceptile, and even then, like, Sceptile doesn't really take on Coco too well, but, like, our Coco actually had a pretty decent matchup this week, but I just decided not to bring it just because of the Sceptile and the, potential of a Raichu counter sweep and like Fortress and all yada 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 yada. So looking at his team, I immediately see how big of a Mega Beedrill weakness he has, and I'm going to try to take advantage of that immediately. So I'm going to lead Mega Beedrill and try to fire off a powerful U-turn or even Poison Jab depending on who he leads with. So we are going to do that, and yeah, let's get into the battle. Bam. Alright. So, as you see, we lead X-Ray, our Mega Beedrill. He has done phenomenal this season, as he is in Slowbro. So, that's kind of the perfect lead I wanted. So, I'm just going to fire off a huge U-turn. Let's get the mouse out of the way. It's just a huge U-turn right here as it hits everything outside of this Silvally Fire, and he immediately knows that this is his check to Mega Beedrill, and it does 23%. Mega Beedrill just has a great matchup this week. If we can just whittle down some of his threats, we can basically just destroy him with it. So I'm going to go out into Mismagius, as a Shadow Ball can kill here unless he's max HP, which I'm pretty sure that's max HP Silvally, as we are Specs, and we only did 74% with the crit. And I know Silvally's pretty bulky, but still, like, so we do get a crit, kind of unfortunate. He's going to swap out here to preserve it, and he's going to go to Tapu Bulu. And we're actually going to get another crit and completely OHKO this thing. And this does kind of... the time... Okay, we're going to hit pause real quick. So, he tells me he's Scarfed. So, like, I'm going to stay in and click Shadow Ball again, because I'm under the impression that he's probably going to be like a bulky variant or even a banded based on that damage if it wasn't a crit. And I would probably stayed in, sacked it off. But if he... kills me there, then Beedrill literally gets a free kill with Poison Jab, as there's nothing that can swap in. So, I mean, it would have killed Mismagius, but as you're going to see, our Mismagius is going to die the next turn from the Sceptile, as it is going to Mega Evolve, and he's actually going to reveal that he's a physical variant with a Leaf Blade, so, very interesting to see, not 100% expecting that. But this gives me a free swap into my Mamoswine, or I go to Chestnut. Interesting. Go to Chestnut here, and I'm going to click, I think, Drain Punch right here to try to get off a good amount of damage. And that is exactly what I'm going to do. It's a free swap to his Raichu, but we still do a good amount, 33%. A third of his health is gone. So he gets some health back from the Grassy Terrain. And yeah, I'm going to click Seed Bomb here because it does kill him, and it's Grassy Terrain boosted. But we are going to get paralyzed from a Nuzzle, which is 100% accurate, and, 100% chance to para. And he's actually going to be able to get the full para turn 1, so it would have not really mattered, because on this turn he's going to go for the Wish, as we do fire off a Seed Bomb, and we are going to OHKO him. Now, he's going to try to pass that Wish out into his Silvally right here, which is really scary, but I have to stay in and hope to God I can get a... Seed Bomb off, as he's going to go for a Flamethrower. We're going to eat it because we are especially bulky. And we are going to go for a Drain Punch and knock him out. So Chestnut gets 2 more kills. It already had a good amount of kills that from a few weeks ago against Sydney. I think it's up to 6 now, which is really cool. Chestnut has been a really good member of the team. He's going to go to Slowbro. Don't want this thing to sit up, so I'm just going to fire off a Seed Bomb, and he is going to knock us out with a Psychic. So it is 100% okay. I am fine with sacking off my Chestnut right there, as we do get a free swap into our Beedrill. And a U-turn will just blow everything he has back left, and he's going to protect to try to scout out. That's where I kind of wish I had Sword Stance and X-Scissor instead of U-turn, but, you know, it happens. But I'm going to click U-turn, and we're going to do a whopping 64%. This gives us a swap into our Tornadus, and he is going to fire off a Ice Beam here, predicting me, which is actually a pretty good play. But as you can see, we're going to eat that up, as we are a bulky Assault Vest variant. Actually, we don't have much bulk. But I'm pretty sure I clicked Knockoff here. And hindsight, I should have clicked U-turn, because he is going to swap to his Weavile. So kind of wish I did click U-turn, but oh well. We're going to click Knockoff. We're going to get rid of this thing's Life Orb, so that's actually really nice. I don't have a great swap into this thing, so I'm actually going to go to Hitmonlee and slack it off, as it's really not needed for this match. It doesn't outspeed anything outside of Slowbro, and it can't touch Slowbro. That's not rid of like a Acid Downpour. So I'm going to sack off my Hitmonlee here to get a free swap into our Beedrill, and I'll be able to Oko him with a U-turn, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So something's going to die here from a U-turn, but I'm actually going to predict his swap into Slowbro, and I'm actually going to go for a Poison Jab here. And it's going to come off, and we're actually going to get a Poison Jab Poison. And this Poison Jab Poison does not matter, because unless he's trying to preserve his Slowbro, which doesn't make sense because it's his least useful member at this point, U-turn kills him, it kills the Sceptile and the Weavile. So I do not think this poison matters at all. U-turn would have killed without the poison, so no matter what. So it's all good. I'm going to go to my Mamoswine, as I should have, like, yeah, Mamoswine has a really good matchup the rest of the game. Earthquake kills Weavile, Ice Shard kills Sceptile. We could live any hit, except for he goes for Fake Out. And me being the battler I am that knows Weavile, I'm like, this Weavile has to have Low Kick. So I'm going to swap to my Tornadus Therian to take the Low Kick and then fire off a big hit, because between Low Kick and, what's it called, Icicle Crash, we can live one, but he goes for Foul Play instead. And he's going to fire off an Icicle Crash and kill us, but that is okay, because Mega Beedrill comes in and going to clean up the match, and we're going to win 2-0. GG to Arctic Wolf. We now move up to 4-2, and I believe this puts us at 5th in rankings overall in the league. Not sure if that's 100% correct, but pretty sure we are now in 5th place, which is really cool. Coming off a hard loss last week, it was just I felt like we were kind of behind, but you know, it happens. The best next week we are playing against the one, the only, that cool kid Helen, coach of the New York Meloettas. I almost said Boston Meloetta for some reason, but New York Meloettas are our opponent next week, and she is pretty sure she's 3-3 right now, and she's trying to get a playoff spot. And I'm trying to keep my playoff spots, so I'm 3rd in our standings, and I think she's 4th or 5th at the time of this video. So she's trying to keep her spot or get a spot, and I'm trying to keep mine. A loss here would put us at 4-3, and I'm pretty sure we would stay ahead of her based on our differential, but I'm not 100% sure. But it's gonna be close if we lose this battle. So we need to win this battle, and then we have a tough schedule after that. Let me pull up the dog. I know we play Helen, and I think we play the Swoo next. And Columbus Swoo have the 2nd best team in the league, in my opinion. Just throwing that out there. They're very good. And after that, we play Omar. No, Omar. Callum. Why did I say Omar? Callum, if you're watching this, I apologize sincerely. I would never say that to you. And then we finish off with the Chicago Skytech. So we have 4 more battles. No, 1, 2. Yeah, 4 more battles to go. Let me know in the comment section how you think we're gonna do. We have a chance of going 8-2, and if we can do that, I will be very proud of the San Antonio Salandits. But with that, I'm gonna get up out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you have a blazing amazing day, and yeah, love you guys. Bye.